Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're going to go through adding and subtracting with decimals, the practice worksheet that was assigned. So you'll notice that I already have the place values lined up for each question. The ones place is directly above the ones place and my decimal points are lined up. So at this point, all I need to do is add or subtract and add placeholders if needed. So let's get started with question number 1. I don't need to add any placeholders, so I'm just going to add. So I have 6, 10, 1, 9, 8, and I'm going to bring the decimal point straight down into the sum. So our sum is 891 600ths. For number 2, I'm going to add some placeholders to the right of the 9, and this is subtraction, so we're going to have to borrow. All right, so 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 minus 7 is 2, 8 minus 8 is 0, 4 minus 1 is 3, and 9 minus 4 is 5. So our difference is 53 29 thousandths. On to number 3. I already put that placeholder in just to the right of the 6 in 133 36 hundredths. So now all we have to do is subtract. So 9 minus 0 is 9. I'm going to borrow here from the 2. 10 minus 6 is 4. I'm going to borrow again. 12 minus 3 is 9. We're going to borrow all the way from the 8. And 12 minus 3 is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. And 7 minus 1 is 6. So we have 669 949 thousandths. Let's go on to number 4 here. Again, I have all the place values lined up, a decimal point lined up on top of each other. We're going to add a placeholder here, and it's subtraction. So let's subtract here. We have 8, and that's an 8, 4, 8, and 4. Bring the decimal point down straight into the difference, and it's 484 88 hundredths. Number 5, we need a placeholder to the right of the 4. All of our place values are already lined up. So let's go ahead and, add. 0 plus 8 is 8. 4 and 4 is 8. 9 plus 3 is 12. 4 plus 7 is 11, plus 1 is 12. 1 plus 8 plus 1 is 10. And 4 plus 3 is 4. So we have 402 288 thousandths. Number 6. Addition. I already put our placeholders in to the right of the 4. All of our place values are already lined up, so let's go ahead and add. And our sum is 349 7 thousandths. Our next one, we have our place values lined up. The decimal points are on top of each other. I'm going to add a 0 as a placeholder here after the 6. And we're going to subtract. So the difference here is 4. I'm going to have to borrow here. 14 minus 6 is 8. 10 minus 9 is 1. 8 minus 5 is 3. And 80 minus 1 is 79. You can go ahead and show the borrowing for that one, or you could just do the 80 minus 1. And we're going to bring the decimal point down straight into the difference. So we have 793 184 thousandths. Again, number 8, we have everything lined up, our place values and our decimal point, so we're just going to go ahead and subtract. 13 minus 9 is 4, 6 minus 4 is 2, and 76 minus 2 is 74. And the decimal point comes straight down. Our difference is 742 4 tenths. Number 9, we're going to add here, I have our place values lined up, the decimal points lined up. I put in my placeholder here of the 0 already. So let's go ahead and add 14. That's 4, 2, and 9. So 924 44 hundredths. Number 10, again, I have the place values lined up already for us, the decimal points lined up on top of each other. I'm going to put the placeholder in to the right of the 9, and we're going to subtract here. I'm going to borrow from the 6, make that 0 a 10, cross it out, make it a 9, and that 6 becomes 16. 16 minus 9 is 7. 9 minus 0 is 9. 5 minus 4 is 1. and 2 minus 0 is 2. So we have 219 and 75 hundredths. All right, so I'm sure you've read through this problem already. Caitlin has $193.40 in her savings account. The question is, how much money will be left in her account after she buys the skates that cost $74.79? So that means we want to subtract the 2. And we're going to borrow here. 10 minus 9 is 1. We need to make that 3 into a 13, so 13 minus 7 is 6. I'm going to make that 2 into a 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 minus 7 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. The decimal point comes down, so she's going to have $118.61 left in her account after she buys the skates. Number 2. All right, Kayla's Catering is making some money for food, drinks, and service, but one of the waiters dropped some food, so Kayla needs to remove $22.50 from the food bill. So I've set that up on the left-hand side here. We're going to take the food bill, $205.60, and take away the discount of $22.50. And 20 minus 2 is 18. So she's going to charge $183.10 for the food after removing that $22.50 from it. And we want to know how much money will she make at the party. So we're going to add that food amount to the service of $50 and to the drink total of $148.55. I'm going to add a decimal point to the 50 and some zeros. So now all our place values are lined up. And we're going to add, that would be 18. So we have a total of $381.65 that she's going to make for this event. Number 13. All right, so Brady enjoys shopping at the hardware store. He bought a wrench, nail gun, and a dozen nails. And he gave the owner a $100 bill. How much change will he get? Well, we need to know how much he's going to pay for all his items first. So let's add up all those items. So that's going to give us 13, 11, 22, and a 4. And bring our decimal point straight down. So all his items will cost $42.13. We're going to take that away from the $100 bill. I want to line up my place values. The 4 and the 10s place, the 2 and the 1s place underneath the 2 zeros. I'm going to add a decimal point and some zeros as placeholders so that we can subtract. And we're going to have to do a lot of borrowing here so that we can do that subtraction. Okay, so now we have 10 minus 3, which is 7, 9 minus 1, which is 8, 9 minus 2, which is 7, and 9 minus 4, which is 5. So Brady is going to get $57.87 change. And our last question, question number 14. We have 3 people deciding to buy a purse for Miss Nagy, and the purse costs $20.67. Each of them have $5.75. We want to know if they're going to have enough money to buy the purse. So let's add up what they have together. Since they each have $5.75, I'm going to add that 3 times. So that's 15. 21 plus 1 is 22. And 3 groups of 5, 15 plus 2 is 17. So altogether, they have $17.25. That's not enough to buy that purse because the purse costs $20.67. So to figure out how much more they need, we're going to subtract the cost of the purse, $20.67, from how much they have. Sorry, $17.25 from the $20.67. So that's 2, 4. And in my head, instead of the borrowing, I'm going to do 20, take away 17, which is 3. And we're going to bring the decimal point down. So they need $3.42 to be able to buy that purse. All right, if you have questions, join me in the Google Meet, and I'll answer questions there, or you can email me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.